I asked my Discord server to send me their best and most unique combos that they could think of. And in today's video, I'm going to be ranking all of them on a scale from 1 to 10 based on how unique and how effective each build is. The person who gets the highest rating in this video is going to receive 3 fruits from my hand as a reward. Let's see who has the best combo. So we're going to start with the first combo. Here's Yusuf, and he's using E-Claw, Do, Shark Anchor, Kabucha. Okay, Thunderclap and Flash. Okay, pretty good combo starter. Okay, looks like he lagged out there, but he used OC. Dragon Tempest, which he missed. I mean, considering he kind of messed up the combo, I can't give it like a really good score, but I mean, if he didn't mess up, I'd probably still give it a decently high rating. So for this one, I'll put it at around 6 out of 10. Okay, so it looks like next on our list is Light, who's using Shark Anchor, Control, Sanguine, Dragon Storm. Starts with Typhoon Toss. Okay, uses the Echo Knife. Bloodbane Drain, Armor Breaker, and then just okay, that's a pretty strong combo, and judging by the looks of it, it does more than one shot. And if we rewind here, it looks like he has strong grip on his Shark Anchor. Yeah, definitely, that was way too much damage. So it's definitely stronger. Honestly, I really like this combo. It's efficient and unique. I mean, to some degree, considering it's still Sanguine and Shark Anchor, but still, I'm gonna give it a 9.2 out of 10. Next person on our list is Mosey Bax with a Kitsune Gravity Blade God Human combo. Okay, great. Foxfire and that. Like, I haven't seen that combo starter every day of my life, at least once. There's nothing unique about that. Although it's still pretty brain dead and efficient, it's not exactly unique. I don't like the combo either. So I'd have to put this one at like a solid 4 out of 10. Okay, I'll be more generous. I'll bump it up to 5.5 out of 10. How about that? So looks like next is Laxi with a Kitsune Sharkman Spiky combo. I'd like to see how this goes. Okay. Pulls him back in. Pulls him back in again. M1s him. Wild Assault. Nice. Okay, one shot, 15k damage, and I'm assuming it's a person with the same bounty buff. So okay, I like the build. It's pretty unique. Kitsune spam's kind of there, but still, it's pretty unique going with Sharkman Karate and Spiky Trident. So I'll put it much higher than the last one. I'll put it at 7.4 out of 10. It looks like this person submitted 4 combos. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them by random. I'm just gonna do the second and third combo since you're only allowed to submit 2 combos. So let's look here. Kitsune is CX heal. Okay, Infernal Hurricane. I think this is probably the most common build in the game, so I can't say too much about it. I'll be a bit more generous with Doofy's score here, but still, I'm giving it like a 6.5 out of 10, honestly. If we go here, it's the same build. I'm not even going to bother watching it. I'm also giving it a 6.5 out of 10. Nothing special. If you submit 2 combos with the same build, chances are your score is not going to change that much. If anything, it might go down, but I'm being a bit more generous here. So since we can't rate the first or fourth combos, let's move on to Vac, the nerfed player. Let's look at his build. What is that build? Electric, Flame, Gravity Blade, and Dual Flintlock. If you can make that work, you're gonna have my eternal respect, actually, right here. Okay, pulls him in, and then uses Electric Sea, Flaming Vortex. Okay, Bullet Storm, nice. He uses Ghoul V3, then he sucks him back in again. Electrical Floor, Flaming Vortex, Prominence Burst into Blue Fire Bullets. Okay, 18,000 damage combo. Oh, that's crazy good for this build, dude. That's actually insane. Like, I'm surprised he was actually able to make that work. Like 18,000 damage, something like that. Yeah, if we do rewind here, it is a solid combo, but right here, there's this gap where he could have escaped or like counter-attacked or something. But other than that, the combo is pretty solid. There's just some gaps in it, but fire, actually. That's actually super good. 9.2 out of 10. Absolutely fire. Let's move on to Valentine. I'm gonna turn the volume down here, actually, because it is destroying my ears. Okay, Sanguine Sea. Infernal Firestorm, which he held it down. Nice. Portals. Scorching Acer. He uses Heal. Then he uses the... Okay, nice. Skull Guitar. Nice. I really like Fox Slamp, not gonna lie, but it's not exactly unique. And he did have some gaps in the combo here. Like, the NPC was just walking. If it was a player, it just could have walked out of that combo like instantly, or flash stepped or something. But still, pretty solid combo. So being generous, I'm gonna have to give Valentine's combo 6.9 out of 10. Okay, so next up is Angelo. Looks like he's running God Human, Portal, Shark Anchor, and he's on mobile. Okay, Armor Breaker, Soaring Beast, Portal Dash, then Typhoon Toss, Okay, it barely even did like half the HP of the dummy, so I can't really give it that high. Especially because there's just so many blunders. Like, for one, it is insanely hard to start a combo with Armor Breaker. Second of all, it's not a very unique build, and it's not exactly efficient either. Godhuman Z is so easy to Kentrick, so yeah, it's not exactly worth it. Also, if you look here, if you look at it again, instead of using Typhoon Toss close to his body, for some reason, he decided to send it flying into the wall 8 billion miles away instead of putting it like directly at his feet, which could have allowed him to follow up with some other combos. So being as generous as I can, I have to give it a 4.7 out of 10. It's not the best. Okay, next up is Lopo, who has... Okay, he's running Portal, Godhuman, CDK. Wasn't this the meta build like a year ago or something? Kind of like outdated using CDK, but still a pretty good build, honestly. Okay, start with Parallel Escape, Portal Dash, Revolving Ravager. He misses some of the moves there, which kind of sucks. Assuming he did land his moves though, say that he probably got, yeah, like around less than half HP. So 4.5 out of 10. How about that? Because he did still miss. It's not exactly the best submission. So it looks like this person submitted a YouTube file. He's running Shadow, Dragon Talon, Yama, Soul Guitar. Okay, let's see how he starts his combo. Somber Rebellion to Infernal Hurricane, Corvus Torment. Okay, fire. So this person just used Shadow Z to start the combo, which is kind of the only good combo starter that Shadow has, kind of. Then uses Yama, and then after he used Corvus Torment, he just kind of dumped all his moves. I respect the build though. Kind of choppy though, so I'll give it like around 7.3 out of 10. Still a good build though, still a good build. Okay, so next up, Miles, Neo, A Divine. And then he submitted a YouTube file as well. So he's running Godhuman, Gas, CDK, and Dragonstorm. He just emoted on us, which is crazy. Okay, 6th realm gun. And then Gas Z. X, C, yup. Okay, Godhuman moves. Okay, yeah. Average Gas combo, honestly. It's not exactly unique. Still, I like Gas. You might call me biased, so I'm gonna give it like a 6.8 out of 10. If some of you are expecting lower, I should probably just mention it right now. All these combos, like, all my ratings are just my opinion. I'm not exactly going by some kind of like structured rubric. I'm just kind of making up the scores on the spot. So if some of you guys disagree, let me know what you would rate those combos out of 10 in the comment section below. So it looks like BlazeBro 2K is our next submission. So it looks like he's running Sanguine Kit and Midnight Blade. Okay, let's take a look here. I have fruit stats, so the damage is not accurate. So I'm assuming he wasn't meant to use Kitsune in the combo. He just didn't want to like lose his Kitsune and replace it. So let's assume, for the sake of judgment, that he's using Rumble or Portal or something. So according to him, you just have to start with some kind of stun move. So assume any stun move into Sanguine Z. Then I would assume Portal opening, yeah. Devour of Worlds, Crescent Dash. And then he just uses Scarlet Tear. Okay, so he has fruit stats here, so I'm assuming this build would work better with like a sword stat build like Portal or Rumble or something. So taking that into account, I'm not unreasonable. I'm gonna go ahead and assume 7.4 out of 10. I like Midnight Blade. It's really slept on if you ask me, even though it's kind of easy to Kentrick. Looks like our next submission here is from L. Death Note reference there. He's running Godhuman, Spirit, Shark Anchor. It's the meta build for Spirit, I'm not sure. So he starts with Shark Armor Breaker. Okay, freezes him in place, end of times. I like how he actually held down the move for end of times there, because that's like a lot more damage. So if you rewind here, yeah, he's holding that down. Then use Soaring Beast. He missed his, I think he missed his Godhuman X, but if he hit it, like the damage is insane, clearly. Cyborg V3 plus Spirit and everything. 36,000 damage, that is insane for a combo. So it's not very unique, but really efficient. So 7 out of 10. Just baseline 7 out of 10. Nothing too much, nothing too little. So it's like Sumi here submitting a combo with, oh lord, he's using Buddha. $10 says this is not even gonna be a proper combo. He starts with Sanguine Z. Yeah, oh my god. Okay. Let's watch the full combo here. Oh my god. Can you even call it a one-shot combo if the NPC literally just walked out of it without even doing anything? Could you even call it a combo? Like, I was just move dumping at that point. Yeah, I can't really give this a high rating, so 4 out of 10. Okay, let's move on to ZZZZ, which I'm actually like, damn, that's a mouthful to say. So he's running Superhuman, Kitsune, Gravity Blade, and wait, what gun is that? Hold on. It's Musket. Okay, so he's using Musket in a combo. I'm gonna see how this plays out. Because this will either be a good combo or a really combo. combo. Okay, he immediately starts with like one of the riskiest moves in the game, considering that if you get caught in that and you can trick it, you can counter attack. So risky move there. Then uses musket and he pulls him back in. Okay, there we go. Okay, overall decent combo, but at the same time it was kind of easy as hell to escape, so it's not the best. So but if you ask me though, I'll put it at a 6.8 out of 10. I respect the build is not like the classic average Kitsune build at least. Okay, this one seems to be a bit more efficient of a build. So looks like he's running Death Step and Yama instead of Superhuman and Gravity Cane. So he starts it with Draconic Bullet, Infernal Hurricane, Rocket Kick into Vermilion Drill. Okay, holds it down, nice. Wind Bullet, hit C, X, oh no, yeah, F, Z. Okay, so like pretty much the first half of the combo was like pretty much a combo. After like he started using Kitsune, it was just move dumping, if you ask me. Like, yeah, you wouldn't call it a full-fledged combo, but I'll be generous, I'll give it like a 6.5 out of 10. How about that? So it's like Pika here has a combo for us. He's on mobile. Okay, nice. He's running no fruits, no guns, Midnight Blade, God Human. And it looks like he started with... Okay. Oh my god, that's so laggy. Jesus, that's lag. Like, that is actually super laggy, but looks like a decent combo. It's still like your average Midnight Blade God Human combo. I like it. It's not completely bad. And it looks like he has another combo here. So he's gonna start with God Human C. Okay. Okay. CDK, yup, just as I expected. For both of these combos, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. 5 out of 10, nothing too special. So what even is this? This is just a clip of someone sending me their Buddhist map. Dude, what was the point of sending this in? I'm not gonna ask questions. Okay, so looks like our next submission is from a Mock Trick. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. He's 30 mil, he's running Sanguine, Creation, Shark Anchor, I think. Yeah, Shark Anchor. So it starts with Typhoon Toss, Sword Box, good stun. Okay, Bloodbane Drain, Armor Breaker, and then uses that again. Solid combo. I personally think Creation is a pretty slept on fruit. It's not the best, but yeah, according to him, it one shots without V4 enabled. So yeah. What can I give you? I'll give you 7.9 out of 10. I'm personally a big fan of that. Okay, Submission said, hello, still on first C's, but combo is still good. I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, the poop emoji reaction is not a good indicator. Why? First of all, why is the resolution all like busted? Like, why is it like that? Second of all, you're not even level 300 yet. Like, what do you hope to accomplish? Shooting Dark Step, first of all, and Spike, and Mace, and Dual Flintlock. Oh my god, bro. Do people really play this game, do these types of combos, and assume that it's actually good or something? Okay, he starts with... okay, I'm gonna watch the full thing and do him a little bit of justice here. Starts with Breakdance into Barrage. Okay. Whirlwind. Spiky Ball. Okay, Spike Barrage, I'd assume. Yup. Okay, he didn't even use, like, anything else. Dude, okay. 0 out of 10, bro. Never submit this crap again, please. So it looks like Deca here has submitted his own first C combo. He's running Dark Step, Creation, Saber, Dual Flintlock. Okay. Starts with Creation X, a little hard to do. Okay. Okay, Dark Step X, Dark Step C, Saber, and then Sword Box to finish it off, I'd assume. Oh, no, he uses Creation Z after. Okay. Okay, again, it's still a first C combo, but I really appreciate the effort for this one. Like, this is a decent combo, unlike the last first C combo. So I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I respect the effort. I respect the build as well. Okay, so it looks like the next person on our list is the judge. According to him, he worked hard on this combo. Let's see if that hard work paid off. Okay, so he starts with Skull Guitar. Okay, Ember Annihilation, rides the dragon thing, Dark Dagger moves, Talon Lighter, Infernal Pincer. Okay. Oh, okay. This is fire. Wait. I wouldn't say the combo is like the best, but I love this combo regardless. Like, he submitted more clips of it. I'm gonna take a look here. Okay, Ember Annihilation again. Proficient Impale, Shaming Slice, Infernal Pincer. Ooh. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just like really like this one actually. This is actually... So it looks like he landed it a third time. Just glazing the hell out of this combo. Let's see here. Rides the dragon again. Okay. Talon Lighter. Now, according to him, the combo is 100% true. And I'm gonna take his word for it because according to him, this other guy was using Portal. So the Portal guy could have easily escaped if the combo wasn't true. But it does look like a 100% true combo. Dude, that's just fire. I actually love this combo, bro. Straight 9.3 out of 10. Let's move on here. Okay, so it looks like our last combo for today is a skilled sand build. Looks like he's running Sand, Superhuman, Venombo, Shizu. Oh, look at that. It's me in the background. Okay, so he starts with Sand Coffin, the Sand Tornado, Conqueror's Gun, True Quiet Rush, Venombo. Okay. Okay, Deep Sand and other stuff. Ooh. Oh, that's actually really good. It's a skilled build and he uses sand. So huge respect in uniqueness as well. Really efficient build too. Obviously it's still a skilled build. It's kind of easy to Kentrick as comes with most. But he does, if you look here, he does just have Cyborg V3. So you could just easily activate his Cyborg V3 during the combo, so it's not Kentrickable. I love it. I love it. It's 9.1 out of 10. That's actually so cool. Looks like we have one more. You know, I'll do one more. Just one more combo. Justin Gaming has submitted an OP Do combo. Oh my god. Seriously, why does every time I see someone using Do, it's the same one? Uncannibal. Uncannibal. Great spelling. Okay, let's just watch this. Don't tell me he starts the combo with that one. Okay, okay, good. Dude, what are you... Just do the combo already, please. Dude, please, just start the combo already. Okay, so the lag is crazy. We start with Skull Guitar. Piercing Clothesline, interesting choice. Revolving Ravager. Okay, Gaudy moves. Gaudium and Z into just instantly Do V. That is not true in the slightest, and it's definitely not uncannibal according to this guy. It's super easy to Kentrick, so it's not getting a high rating. Anyway, Do V, Pastry River. Yeah, it's not OP and it's not uncannibal like you claim it to be. Okay, that looks like it was the last one. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the video for today, but before we end, let's just reveal the top 3 here. So at 3rd place we have Zero Trace with his insane like sand skilled combo with a 9.1 out of 10. At 2nd place we actually have a tie between Light and his control combo, and Vac and his flame gravity blade electric combo. And at 1st place we have the Judge with his dragon talon and dark dagger combo. But great job everyone who participated. I really enjoyed watching all of your combos, but in the end some of them were just not enough to top the skill of the top 3 players.